Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is David, this is David K Reacts, and today I am continuing Halloween month with a video I'm very curious about because I don't really know what I'm getting myself into. This is the Disney Halloween Mashup by Paint featuring Voctave. I found this because I was looking at the big groups trying to see what Halloween stuff they'd done, and this came up when I was looking for Voctave. I have no idea who Paint is. He's got 4.61 million subscribers, so it's obviously a fairly big deal. And this is just shy of 6 million views, having been released 7 years ago. So, colour me impressed. It says here, "Hi there, I'm Jon Cozart, and welcome to my channel, Paint. I make comical or informative music videos, usually a cappella. Basically, I take stuff I love and make more stuff from that stuff. Stuff like Disney movies, boy bands, Christmas, and YouTube, of course. Take a look around." It looks like Grim Grinning Ghosts is part of this, because YouTube sort of picked up on the fact that it's in there, and then it says Disney Halloween Mashup, which is not particularly helpful. It's also got the artist as voice play, so I'm guessing... I don't know what's going on there. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. This has been arranged by Jamie Ray, who of course is the Voctave arranger. And I don't really know what I'm stepping into here. I don't know what songs are in this, because I don't trust... the Apple Music thing down there. That's very strange. So I guess I'm just going to kind of move on and get into this. One thing I will say, all my Halloween videos, or most of them at least, are being recorded well in advance. I happened to have some time and I wanted to try and make sure that I get 2 videos out per week. It's not something I do terribly often because my daily life is bananas, but I did have the opportunity to prep for this. I don't know if it's going to happen over Christmas like it did last year, but I thought, well, no, it's going to happen over Halloween because there's a lot of Halloween stuff I wanted to get to. So yes, if there's anything that I should have caught or made a comment about, if somebody's bought me some coffees or something like that, and I'm not acknowledging it in this video, that's why. This is being recorded a long way. It's not even October yet. In fact, we're only just halfway through September as I'm recording this, but this is when I have the time. So yes, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. I am going to watch this straight through. This is how I work. I will comment and I will emote over the top of it without pausing or anything like that. And then I will go back and watch it a second time, this time interrupting, pausing the video and offering what commentary and analysis I feel I can based on what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, and the knowledge I have from having seen it once. If you're just here for the reaction, first quarter or so of this video is probably for you. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that button down there, as well as the notification bell, so you can decide, yes, tell me every time David posts, or no, don't tell me when David posts, I'll find him on my own. That's all good. For those who are new here, normally it's 5 PM EST on a Friday. I don't normally do 2 a week just because of the length of my videos, but I like to do a theme month now and again, and that's what's happening now. And if you would care to, please do head over to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, where you can donate to support the channel if you would care to do so. I would greatly appreciate it, but no pressure. And I think that's it. We're just going to jump in on this one and see exactly what I'm getting myself into, because I have no idea.
When hinges creak,
ooh, I love the makeup.
And strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls.
Ooh.
Whenever
this is
candlelight
flicker
where the air is deathly still. That is the time
the panning.
Ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight.
Love the narration.
When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come out for a swinging wake. Happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize.
Oh, this is great.
Ghosts come out to socialize. Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide.
Oh,
a silly spook
that lovely Voctave sound behind.
your side, shrouded in a daft disguise. They pretend to terrorize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
Oh, that's great.
Would you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see. This our town of Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Pumpkins
Oh, I like
scream
this.
the dead of night.
This is so good.
This is Halloween. Everybody make a scene.
Trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die of fright.
In this town we call home. Everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise.
Nice. I love how much he's flitting between chorus and solo work.
We call home. Everyone
Yes, hello, Madam
hail to
Leota.
the pumpkin song. La 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 Halloween, Halloween, la 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 Halloween, Halloween, la 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 Halloween, Halloween, la 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 la.
This is awesome. I love that he's got them all behind me.
Spooks arrive for the midnight spree. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes.
Ooh.
To shriek and harmonize.
I like that rhythm change on Eerie Eyes.
To socialize.
When the cryptos creak and the tombstones quake,
Spooks come out for a swinging wake.
happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize. When green ghosts come out to
He's got quite a good range on him as well. That's awesome.
When you hear the knell of the requiem bell, weird ghosts flee where spirits dwell. Restless bones etherealize, rise and spooks of every size.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
If you would like to join our jamboree, there's a simple rule that's compulsory.
This is great. I love the use that he's got of all the different styles of visuals and this vocal. Oh,
Haunting's free, so hurry back, we would like your company.
oh, that's so good.
Hurry back. Be sure to bring your death certificate. We've been dying to have you.
Oh, even that's so good. I love that. What a wonderful arrangement. Jamie, great job on that. And this is a wonderful collaboration. Paints, what was his name? Oh my goodness. I don't have a brain. Jon Cozart. Jon's voice is great, and it's a great compliment to that backing from Voctave. That's truly wonderful, and how lucky to be able to do that. To be able to have them sing with you, to be able to have Jamie do the arrangement for it. That's excellent. And he's done there's like the visuals have done a lot and the arrangement has done a lot. So Jon and Jamie both, I don't know, does Jon do his I'm guessing that he does produced by Patty Cake. Okay, that makes a lot of sense too. So there's a huge amount of interconnection going on here. Patty Cake and Voctave and Jon Paint. But yeah, wow, that's fantastic. I really enjoyed that. And what they did with the songs too, like the way they treated them, is really, really cool. So let's go back and watch that again and see what we can draw out of this.
when hinges creak in doorless chambers.
It's not quite a 2-second stop, but I wanted to let that whole sentence follow through. Or phrase, rather. I love this visually silent, like as in black screen, introduction of the choir, and then just him appearing in this fantastic makeup and costume. And the contrast is so strong.
When hinges creak.
Like we see, so it really is. It's here up. You only get the very tops of the collarbone there, and there's so much going on in the makeup, in the way that he's using his face. He's extremely expressive with his face, which is fantastic, and especially when you've got that black circle around your eyes. He's using his eyes to great effect. This makeup is just brilliant. And I love he's got a really nice tone that he comes up with here. It's nice. There are so many different ways of doing that kind of creepy narration. And it could be, when hinges creak in doorless chambers. He could have chosen, he's obviously got a low range. He could have chosen to go down there. He's actually doing it in a fairly normal range. And sometimes, depending on what it is, you can have more impact by making something that is already naturally creepy sound so simple. You just read it, but if if the vibe, if the atmosphere that's been created is right, it can be really unsettling. And I actually really like his choice here to just, I don't know if this is his natural speaking register. It sounds very comfortable to him where he comes in here, and it's a really nice choice to start there. Also the lighting, actually. Hang on. I'm going to stop that
When
again.
hinges creak.
The lighting, having a third or a quarter of his face in complete shadow, is also really effective, because the contrast is already so strong, and then having contrast not only in light and dark in terms of the face paint, but then in terms of how he's been lit as well. This is such a strong introduction.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls.
I also love that we're seeing, even while we're seeing the Voctave members pop up in this sort of ghostly silhouette form on either side, he stays dead center, and yet he's playing with his voice in terms of the panning. What's fascinating too, he's now facing screen left, but I'm hearing audio on the right-hand side. So he's even playing with how he's delivering sound versus what the visual is doing, which just makes everything that little bit more unsettled. This is great.
And strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls. Whenever candle lights flicker where the air is deathly still.
The tone he's got there, where the candle lights flicker, where the air is deathly still. There's a quiet rumbling resonance on still, but I love what he's doing with his voice. It's very sing-song. He's got a melody to his spoken tone here, which is what makes such effective narration, especially of something like this that's very stylized. It's fantastic.
Whenever candle lights flicker where the air is deathly still. That is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight.
Also, great choice there to not overhit the T. It could have been with ghoulish delight. And it wouldn't, I don't think, have the same impact, that ghoulish delight. It's just a subtle T. It's not the hard T. And there's something about it that's just, again, hitting it harder would have been a little bit kind of more on the nose, I think. The choice to hold it back slightly is perfect.
With ghoulish delight. When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come out for a swinging wake. Happy haunts.
The choice to have his hand shaking is great. And I love what we've got here with this, the accompaniment that's come in. It's a little bit playful. It's got that vibe of the original song, but also it allows it to have a little bit of the sort of ghostly feel in the fact that we're not seeing them. We're getting that do 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 do. It's sort of it's a little airy. It's a little kind of distant. It's set slightly further back in the mix than he is. Really, really nice arrangement work here, both in terms of the actual arrangement itself and in terms of the audio mix.
With ghoulish delight. When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake, spooks come out for a swinging wake. Happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
I mean, he's got such a good voice. It's really, really excellent for this kind of music. And, you know, does he have a musical theatre background? I kind of feel like he must do to some extent, because that's what's kind of coming through for me. But yeah, he's a great singer, and I love the work that's going on here between him and Voctave. As I say, Jamie did such a good job on this arrangement.
Happy haunts materialize.
You know what it's giving me a vibe of? What do you call them? That I can't think of the name of it. The sort of organ, barrel organ. Is it barrel organ? Where it's kind of got that. It's like a fairground type sound. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this, which is a really, really nice vocal quality for Voctave to be putting in here.
And begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. Now,
And I love.
don't close your eyes.
Yeah, I just wanted to check where we were going melodically. I love that you get This Is Halloween in the background. Bum, 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 bada, bum, bum. And yet we're going back into Grim Grinning Ghosts again. The way that he interplays, Jamie now this is, the way that he interplays the two songs together, giving little hints of one but sticking with the other throughout this. It's a really, really effective arrangement. And it's nice because it leads so naturally into This Is Halloween when we get there, because we've been primed to expect it by what's coming now.
And begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to...
I can't remember. It's funny, you hear something in a cover and my brain says to me, is that what happened in the song? I don't actually remember right now because I'm hearing a different version. But that grim grinning ghosts, that octave jump that he does there, just stopping from the dominant up to the tonic and then up to the dominant above it. So 5-1-5 going up. It's so precise. Really good.
Materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize. Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide, or a silly spook may sit by your side.
This is great. The stuff that Voctave's singing now is that open from the it's got a bit of that whoa thing going on, but it's also what it's doing with the mouth, with the voice. This or it's more of a little bit more rounded, but it expands everything. The sound, it's a natural crescendo in the set. They're putting one in as well, but it's a natural crescendo going, wow. I'm not changing how loud I'm speaking there, but the naturally sounds a little louder because it's so much wider of a mouth shape. So they've got a natural crescendo in there anyway, plus they're going up, plus there's a little bit of a crescendo in the voices too, I think. This is such an effective backing. And they what's nice is they come up to Paint's level, Jon's level, and then drop down a little bit in the background. And so you've got this swell going on here, which is just fantastic.
Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide, or a silly spook may sit by your side. Shrouded in a daft disguise, they pretend to terrorize.
I love the way he's choosing to pronounce words here. Shrouded in a daft disguise. He really hits all the consonants in daft. You hear them all so heavily, and because of what the word means, if it's something daft, it's not, you're not taking it particularly seriously, and the way that he's hit that conveys that so well without changing really anything that he's doing. He's just enunciated that word a little bit harder, and the precision he's putting into what he's doing here is great.
They pretend to terrorize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
And of course, there is that spectacular Voctave soprano coming through, which I just it's coming at some point, and I am never unamazed. It's just what Kate can do with her voice is gorgeous. I assume that was Kate. It's harder to recognize them in the full regalia. It did sound like her voice, but I'm also aware that Tiffany has a habit of flying up there as well. Although I'm wondering if this might be Tiffany in the bridal gown with the axe, just because the quality of the voice at the outro. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm not quite familiar enough with Voctave yet to recognize them in quite such elaborate get-up. So if I'm wrong, apologies, please correct me.
Rise, grim grinning ghosts come out to
Boys and girls of every age, would you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will see this our town of Halloween.
And that's such a nice choice, having that whole This Is Halloween come in primarily with the ladies singing. Is there even any?
Grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
Yeah, it's just the sopranos and altos coming in at the beginning.
Would you like to see something strange? Come with us.
And then the gents join in underneath. And I love that we start here. We start on the tonic. We go down to that minor sixth. I think.
And you will see this our town of Halloween. This
Is that where they
and you will see this our town of Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Pumpkins scream in the dead of night.
And again, vocal quality is such an interesting thing. Hum, 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 hum. There's such an aspiration to that hit with the hum. It creates it's not just a hum. It gives a very different quality. It's almost more instrumental in some ways, the way that you kind of hear it. And it's filling out a different quality to the voice. It's telling us we've gone into a slightly different song, even though the lyrics and the melody obviously do that. But the fact that the vocal quality changes as well is really cool.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Pumpkins scream in the dead of night.
This is Halloween. Everybody make a scene.
Trick or treat.
That's a great effect. Just a simple 2 bars on every beat. We flash to a new person leading back to Jon again, coming in the corner. It's simple, but it's incredibly effective. And also, I like the fact that if you track them all through, you have a smiling face.
The dead of night.
Or a smile, at any rate.
This is Halloween. Everybody make a scene.
Trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die of fright.
In this town we call home. Everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
In this town, don't we love it?
Again, this doo-wah, doo-wah. You've got this lovely little crescendo, this time to a very quick cut-off, allowing a little bit of a space before it comes back in again. Oh, this arrangement is great.
Everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise.
This is Halloween.
That's awesome. Ah! And the fact that they're shaking slightly as well, just for that half a second.
We love it now. Everybody's waiting for the next surprise.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween.
And now we have the full spread of Voctave. We have that full sound. We have sopranos way up in the rafters. We have basses pretty much down in their boots. And everything in between. And it's one of the things that makes Voctave so great, because they have 11 people or however many are singing for a particular song. It's such a potent sound that they can produce. The strength of it, the forcefulness, not in a bad way. Like that wall of sound just hits you. And you kind of have to just bathe in it. You don't really have a choice because it's there all around you at the time. It's so good.
Next surprise.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 In this town we call home. Everyone hail to the pumpkin song. La 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 Halloween. Halloween.
And that too, like the flickering la 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 la. Again, it's just it gives it a little bit of chaos. And I think that's perfectly fine for this song and for this video. That you're getting the sense that there's mischief at work here. And when they're singing Grim Groaning Ghosts, it's a little bit more kind of playful mischief. Here, it's still playful, but the mischief is a little bit more forward. And I like that. I think it's nice. Again, a slightly different character between the two songs, visually speaking.
Hail to the pumpkin song. La 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 Halloween. Halloween. La 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 Halloween. Halloween. La 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 Halloween. Halloween. La 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 la. As the moon climbs high on the dead tree.
And now we cut back to the busts, and I love that we have the Voctave male chorus sound and then these lovely ah from the ladies up above. This is such a lovely combination. This really struck me as we were going through the first time.
La 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 la. As the moon climbs high on the dead tree, spooks arrive for the midnight spree. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes.
Oh, those clashes too. Wow. Oh, the enharmonics in there are just beautiful. This sort of dissonant sound that's going on here. And I love it's kind of like a wailing wind behind the bus singing away. It's a really effective sound. Jamie killed this.
Arrive for the midnight spree. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes.
I love that so much when I heard it. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes. Not eerie eyes. Because this song is...
As the moon climbs high on the dead tree, spooks arrive for the midnight spree.
You've got those little bit like for the midnight spree, but it very is bum 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 bum. It can be very, very on the beat depending on how you deliver it, and then having that eerie eyes just is totally unexpected because if you know this song, you don't see that coming.
He creeps with eerie eyes, start to shriek and harmonize, grim grinning ghosts.
I love that on Harmonize they start out with a much tighter. Is it even in unison?
Eyes, start to shriek and harmonize.
Yeah, starts out in unison and then spreads a harmonize and folds into harmony. That's a really interesting word to have done that specific thing on.
Grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
I also love, of course, that we've got the bust effect going on here. They've done it slightly. The fact that they've got the everything is moving from the neck down, but they've got this. What's the word? I can't think what the word is, but like the mask is the technical term, I believe, of the stone suit there. So it's just them moving. You have the neckline and the suit jacket line marking where the movement is, and so there's again, it's slightly unsettling seeing some of the torso move, but not all of it. That's really kind of cool. I like that.
Harmonize, grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
When the crypt
Ooh, nice note down there. Not sure I don't know Voctave well enough to guess who that is. Let me know, but that does all the way down there.
Ghosts come out to socialize.
when the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake.
Spooks come out for a swinging wake.
Happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize.
I love the range he's showing off in this too. Like, and it down to vocalize, grim, and then that quick slide back up again. And he's hitting, like when he goes up, he hits where his landing. Like he hits the landing perfectly. This is really good stuff. And I like that, we've sort of established that these ghosts can be in both Halloween and Grim Grinning Ghosts, and so you have that intermix, and it's going to allow us to have that play where the busts also come in a moment. This is awesome. I love this video.
Happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim Grinning Ghosts come out to socialize.
Ooh! Wow! Again, the Voctave range. It's in the background there.
Vocalize. Grim Grinning Ghosts come out to socialize.
Grim Grinning Ghosts come out to socialize. All the way down there, and then Kate or Tiffany, whoever it is, going all the way up to the top there, which I'm certainly not going to attempt. I think that's Tiffany, I'm pretty sure. And then we get the bus back.
Grim Grinning Ghosts come out to socialize.
When you hear the knell of a requiem bell, we're ghostly where spirits dwell. Restless bones etherealize, rise and spooks on.
And I love now that we've got this doubling of there's a melody being sung at sort of the pitch that the whole song is mostly hanging around, and then you have it doubled way up in the soprano as well, really kind of enhancing what we're hearing here, pushing that melody home, but allowing for this rich harmony to be right up front there with it, and yet not obscure the melody because you have that kind of reinforcement coming from above.
When you hear the knell of a requiem bell, we're ghostly where spirits dwell. Restless bones etherealize.
I've said all of that. Is it just the sopranos singing that melody? I thought it was being doubled, but now I'm wondering if my ears are playing tricks on me slightly. I'm not sure. Regardless, what they're doing is very effective.
Requiem bell, we're ghostly where spirits dwell. Restless bones etherealize, rise and spooks of every side.
This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
I love that moment so much. The big rallentando coming in.
Restless bones etherealize, rise and spooks of every side.
This is Halloween.
Coming in on every, rather than having it gradually being, what's the line? Rise of spooks of every size. It's just rise of spooks of every size. The fact they drop back, it's like, you cross the beat, rise of spooks of, and then you cross into beat 3, and bang, we're in a completely new tempo for a second, leading into the This is Halloween. This is such a lovely thing, and it sounds so good with that full sound that Voctave produces.
Spooks of every side.
This is Halloween.
Down in the boots again with the basses. Love it.
If you would like to join our jamboree, there's a simple rule that's compulsory.
This choice to have it now very close to sort of choral singing almost, obviously close harmony sound, but the way that it's quieter, it's more reserved, it's tempting. Come and join us. Why don't you? You do have to pay a token fee.
Mortals pay a token fee. Rest in peace, the haunting's free. So hurry back, we would like your company.
Oh, and the gentleness and the very slight diminuendo, the quietening there as they get towards the end of it. It's not ending in a big crashing sound, which for what's a fairly upbeat song, they would be perfectly well within their rights to do it like that, but Jamie's gone a different way, and he's gone with that gentle, very slight diminuendo, very slight rallentando. We get a fraction slower and a fraction quieter, and just end on that very gentle of notes. It's not scary, it's sort of inveigling, trying to bring you in a little bit. That's so good! Oh, and then we get this lovely accompaniment over the outro, but I just want to listen to that from this whole last section again, because that made it. This was already stunning, and then that outro just perfect for me.
Restless bones, ethereal eyes, rise as spooks of memories. This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
Oh, I missed that.
This is Halloween, Halloween.
I love that what he's doing with his face. He's so descriptive with his face. He has this sort of the way he's using his eyes and the makeup around the eyes. He has this kind of glare, opens it up a little bit, and then back down, and it's almost starker. There's almost a sneer. Hello. When he closes his mouth on oh, Halloween, it's almost like a sneer.
This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
He bares his teeth slightly. Oh, that's brilliant.
If you would like to join our jamboree, there's a simple rule that's compulsory. Mortals pay a token fee. Rest in peace, the haunting's free. So
This is-
hurry back, we would like your company.
Yes.
Hurry back, hurry back.
And this is beautiful.
To bring your death certificate.
Oh,
We've been dying to have you.
oh my goodness, the sound as that just fades away. Again, I think Tiffany, that lovely narration over the top of that. I love the laugh at the end there is just perfect. And then just that fade, that slow fade on that final note that is allowed to fade for a decent amount of time. Thank you. One of my pet peeves, as those who've been on my channel before will know. Oh, that's good. That's really, really good. I enjoyed that a lot. What a great arrangement of a fantastic piece of music. I want to go back for a second, because one thing I realized I didn't really talk about much, and yet this is a great video for it. Look at all this costuming. I talked about it at the beginning with Jon's, but I love that they've just got so many different characters here. I don't know my Haunted Mansion lore well enough to know if these are characters from there or if they're just characters that they've put together. But regardless, I love it. We've got, everybody is different, and yet because they're all in spooky form, it doesn't matter. It feels holistic. It feels like they all match, because they're all just these random character ghosts that are in this haunted place, wherever it may be. Really, really nice. And then, as I've already talked about the busts, but I absolutely love their presentation too. And then this shouldn't really work. That's what I think's so impressive about this. This mix of 4 different styles. You have the character ghosts, you have the busts, you have Jon doing his best Jack in the middle here, and then you have the Madame Leota crystal ball. Different colours, different contrasts, different styles. This has no right to work, and yet it's brilliant. That's great. Kudos to, I'm guessing, Lane, therefore probably did the editing. Kudos to him for putting together a really, really good video. And also just for this whole concept. This works far better than it has any right to. And it's just an absolutely brilliant video. This is great. Absolutely enjoyed that. Really, really good job. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Go away, adverts. Yeah, that's excellent. I'm so glad I tripped across that. I was literally just, as I say, I was trying to find Halloween songs done by the groups that I regularly cover so that I could do a theme month but still include them all. And I tripped across this, and I'm really happy that I did. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if I brought this video to you for the first time, or I maybe suggested something in there that you hadn't thought of before, or you're seeing something in a new way. That's what I strive for. If you can come out of my video and feel, oh, that thing was really cool, and I hadn't thought of that before, then that's great. And I appreciate you being here and watching through this with me. That's going to be it for now. There will be more Halloween stuff coming very shortly, so do keep an eye out for that. Please do like the video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and if you care to, head over to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, where you can donate to support the channel if that's something you'd be interested in doing. I would be very grateful indeed. And that's it for now. As I said, new video coming very shortly. Thank you so much for being here with me. This evening, this afternoon, this morning, whatever time of day it happens to be for you. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.